What's up guys, I'm Chris Doughty, aka Doughtinator. Welcome back to the channel. 600 people have subscribed. That is absolutely unbelievable, an insane amount of subscribers. Thank you very much to every single one of you. 84% of people have not subscribed to my channel in the last 28 days. Now that has gone up, gone down by 1%. So 1% extra people have subscribed. Thank you very much to those guys. Really appreciate that. Right, in this video we're at Tokyo Expressway East Outer Loop, I think. It's basically McLaren F1 spec race. So we're going to start in the tunnel now. Medium tyres and soft tyres are both required for this event, and we're going to start on the medium tyres. We're hopefully going to stay in the slipstream of the cars, get dragged along, and then we're going to make our change to the soft tyres around lap 4 or 5. I can't remember which lap we pit in this race. I'm on the reserve driver account. This is a track I'm very much not very good at. I haven't ever raced on this track. I think we've done 3 races before this, but I've always avoided it. So we're going into turn 1. We've got a little bit of slipstream from the cars ahead, but we haven't really caught up as everyone goes very deep on the brakes. Cold tyres into turn 1 has caught a lot of drivers out there, and they're already going racing. Now this is a very tactical race, a tactical track, but I don't think some people quite realise that. So we're going to go racing now through the windy section leading back to the start of the long start finish straight. All the cars ahead, I don't know what tyres they're on actually, but we know we're on the medium tyres. We've got a slight bit of tyre disadvantage to start with probably. And I don't think they're up to temperature. I think the tyres seem to be taking longer to get to temperature than perhaps they did in previous GT Sport updates. But it's looking good for us so far. We are in the slipstream of the cars ahead. We're not falling away from the leaders. Only like 1 second or so to the lead car, and we're following quite nicely. A penalty for a driver ahead there. We've got a bit of a gap behind as we're going to go into the biggest stop on the track, braking just after the 150 board, right down to first gear, very deep on the brakes for the yellow car, and we're going to try and hold it around the inside. We're going to get pinched in the middle of a couple of cars here. Yellow car's managed to get the slingshot with his wide corner. Geordie Mac there, great race with the guy in the race previous to this one, and we're going to see how he progresses now. A couple of penalties for a lot of cars ahead there. Oh, for once there's a non-McLaren there, so we're going to want to clear this guy as soon as we can. We've just lost a slipstream there. Ideally we want to be getting, oh there we go, thanks Geordie. Awesome, we've got some slipstream now. We're going to give him some assistance to get ahead of the pack. Looking at the mini-map now, the radar, things are looking really busy. It's going to be a difficult battle into turn 1, so we're going to help Geordie as much as we can. We're going to look to the outside, not quite sure why I'm doing this. Leaves my inside a bit open, and we've got a car to the inside of us. We're going to get almost squashed against the barrier, lose another position to the yellow McLaren there, and there's a lot of battling going on. Not really expecting to see this so soon in the race. Yellow car sneaks to the inside on that. It's not really a place, and then the Swedish driver just squeezes into the barrier. We get stuck, and we manage to just get through there. We're in a very dangerous situation. We get pushed into the barrier. That's going to cost us a huge amount of time, and yeah, that was not ideal there. We got put into a situation we did not want to be in. Another place lost. Yeah, that was absolutely devastating for our race there. We're down to 9th position. All is not lost. Purple doesn't really count because it's lap 2, but yeah, a lot of drivers ahead with penalties. So we're running in 9th position, 2 drivers ahead with penalties, and we're deep in the slipstream of the driver ahead, and we're going to see how this one plays out into the braking zone. 1's clear, 2's clear. We're going to go slightly to the inside but not really go for a move, get the car stopped, and it looks like the bunch of cars behind us have just we've cleared them off. Now this is significant. We've got a great exit there. We are just about in the slipstream of the car ahead, and we've broken the slipstream to the cars behind. This is a significant moment in the race now. Under the bridge now, as you see the driver ahead gives a bit of a flash on the hazards. He knows what we need to do. We need to work together to escape the cars behind. We've got a great opportunity here, and then close into the cars ahead. That's car number 3, so ranked 3 within this lobby. So it's going to be quite a handy driver to work with here. So we're going to keep bumping him down the straight. I think without slipstream, top speed's around 174. So we're about 6 or 7 miles an hour faster by working together down the straight there. So we're going to go it works for us as well because we're on the medium tyres. We have a grip disadvantage probably. So we're going to use his speed out the corner, and then we're going to use the slipstream to catch up down the straights. And the gap to the leaders now is just about 4 seconds. We're going to do our best to just bump him in every safe position we can into the braking zone now, into this the S's here. We're going to give him a bit of room. We're going to try and flow through here without running too wide on the exit, just barely brushing the wall. And then we're going to go through this just lifting on the right hander, very close to the wall once more, and we are significantly catching the cars ahead. So I'd imagine that the guy in front is on soft tyres right now, and we're going to be, we were closed in a significant amount to the Spanish driver ahead now, but we've still got a good position here. Massive gap to the cars behind. You can see how significant that is by breaking away from them, and we can continue to race forwards. They're going to go side by side into the hairpin, and it's just he's managed to get squeezed through there. I'm not sure we're going to get the traction on the corner exit on the medium tyres, and I think we've not quite got the slipstream. So we're going to fast forward down the straight. It's a long way, about 40 seconds flat out, but they're going to fan out into 3 wide maybe, into turn 1. That's not doing their race pace any good at all. Wide from 2 of the drivers. Penalty's been picked up, and we've got the slight bump there as the guy checks up in the middle of the corner. But yeah, we are losing a bit of time to the leaders now. Not really significantly helping my race at all, but we're going to stay close with these guys, and hopefully we can clear them in the pit stop or get them on the tyre advantage. We're still in the slipstream now, as he loses a bit of speed through this sweeping chicane. I'm not too impressed with the pace this guy has, so I need to look to clear him as soon as I can, because the drivers ahead, you can see them starting to gap. As we're going to go into this, he's made a mistake into there. We're going to go, we're going to have to offset ourselves here. This is compromising our race pace. There's a penalty for a driver ahead as well, so we're going to get a good exit on this corner here. The Spanish driver's compromised. We're going to send it down the outside. My lane's going to disappear a little bit as we just about get enough room. Quite lucky on that one there, and we are going to go on the brakes. Looking on the radar, we've just about cleared the Spanish driver. We haven't really. We've gone a bit deep. I think we're a bit worried about just running running him into the back of us. I'm just going to back off the throttle now, just to get back into the slipstream of the Spanish driver. And with nothing better to do, we're going to work together down this straight, and then we're going to exit here. Now, this particular move, I don't really know why I did this. This is another significant moment in the race. I've offset myself to the outside, and I'm going for a move around the outside of the Spanish driver. Look on the minimap. We're not bad. We're going on the outside, but we get pinched to the wall. Weren't really given enough room on the outside, which isn't really ideal. So unhappy about that. I decided to chase down the Spanish driver. We need to just make sure he's got as much speed as he can. So we give him a little bump draft through this sweeping S's here. But right now, I'm just losing time, losing so much time to the leaders. We have to just downshift through the chicane there, as I think the tyres are starting to go a little bit. We've gone quite a long way on the medium tyres. Now, probably optimal strategy is to do 4 laps on the medium and then 6 laps on the soft. But I've done that before in this race, a couple of races before, and because I think the spread of the field is a bit too much, you come out in traffic as you just cloud to the inside of the barrier, and we're going around the outside now. Hopefully we won't get pinched again, and we've just barely got enough room. But we're going to pit this lap, and we're going to go into the hairpin now. Looking on the mini-map, he's just served his penalty, that's why he's disappeared. So yeah, look on the mini-map, the driver behind is gone to the outside, and we're going to get on the gas, fire it down the main straight, and we're going to pit this lap. So I'm going to see where this one comes out for us. as we race into the pits. It's a bit of a shorter pit loss this week. It's only around 15 seconds, maybe 17 by the time you get to the end of the straight due to the lower speed exiting the pits. But we've exited in 10th position. That's not too bad for us at all. Gap to the leaders about 16. Yeah, 16 seconds, and it is actually Geordie Mac who's managed to get himself into the lead of this race, perhaps with pit stops that have happened for other drivers, so that's interesting. That's going to be close when we come out of the pits. If we can get a couple of clean laps out of the pits here, we're on the faster tyre now, and this is now time where we can make or break the race. We do have slipstream from the car ahead, but quite possibly he's going to be on very worn tyres, and this is probably going to start to hold us up. We need to really find a way past this orange McLaren quickly and efficiently, and that's not quite happening just yet. We're going to look to the inside here. No, we're not going to do a move there. We're just going to clout the inside of the barrier there. Lucky not to get a penalty as we just hit the inside of the barrier again. We should be able to get him into the braking zone though. So we're just going to position our car so we can make sure we get to the inside. Brake a fraction after he brakes. We're on brand new tyres. We should get this move done very easily. The car gets stopped quite nicely. Get the car turned, get on the throttle. Those soft tyres working really well for the corner exit there. Down the straight now, other drivers pitting and starting to pit out. And we're going to clear one driver as they exit the pits. That's going to put us into 5th position. Looking forwards to the drivers ahead. It looks like we are 1.2 seconds behind, although we are closing. But we probably do have the tyre advantage now. So we need to make the most of these, close into the slipstream of the cars ahead, and then make those moves when we can make the moves, and hopefully not get too dragged into a slipstream battle. So Swedish driver ahead now. We've closed him massively, as you can see. We're going to give him a massive bump to help him through this section. We really need to be helping this Swedish driver close into the cars ahead. It's almost like basically hopping between slipstreams, pushing someone along until they can connect with the slipstream of the car ahead, and then you can push forwards to that slipstream. So yeah, the cars are quite spread out now. Yeah, but it looks like this Swedish driver is suffering with his tyres. I think he will be on the medium tyres, and we're finding ourselves in a position again where we don't know whether to go for a move or not. Problem being, if we do go for a move and we go down the main straight and he doesn't want to work with us, we're just completely wasting time. Looking into the big braking zone for the hairpin, I think we're going to look for a move here. We're going to do the same as what we did last time, just brake fractionally later than he does. We're on the soft tyres, we've got the tyre advantage, and we are going to clear that Swedish driver and get a strong exit out the corner. Now we're going to be looking for some assistance down the straight. Swedish driver is just about in slipstream range. He should be in enough of a slipstream to get up with us. We're going to get on the flashers, give him the hazards just to let him know that we'd like some assistance. And does he help? Yes, he does. Absolutely quality racing there from this Swedish driver. I'm his best chance at bridging the gap to the cars ahead. I've got the tyre advantage. He can use my slipstream and he can assist us in getting a higher top speed down the straight, as he's doing an absolutely cracking job here. We're doing 180 miles an hour into turn 1, and we're going to try and nail our brake point, which maybe we are a little wide, but that's pretty solid actually. And we're almost going to be in slipstream range of Geordie Mac. It looks like he's maybe fell back through some pit stops maybe, but we're just not quite in slipstream range. Unfortunately for the Swedish driver, he doesn't seem to have carried the speed around the first couple of corners, and he's dropped out of our slipstream range. And we're going to be, we're a little bit stranded at the moment, not quite able to close in on Geordie Mac. It looks like, I think he ran the soft tyres first, and he's on the medium tyres now. We've used quite a lot of our quite a lot of our soft tyres, pushing to make those moves happen and progress through the package. We go purple in the, I don't know what sector it is, maybe sector 2, sector 3. So we've got good pace, but we don't have anyone to work with, so it's unlikely we'll be able to transfer that lap, that pace into a final lap down the main straight. You can lose so much time not being in the slipstream. 40 seconds worth of full throttle with no slipstream is going to lose you quite a lot of time. If you are enjoying this race, if you have enjoyed any of the videos on my channels you've watched recently, consider subscribing, hit that like button. Everything's always appreciated. We like doing good racing. I like making some tips and tricks videos. We also do some live streams from time to time as well. So as you can see now, we're playing fast forward. If only my car was this fast in real life. But we're just not quite doing enough. Geordie Mac's doing well on his medium tyres. And we just don't quite have the pace left in our soft tyres. We took too much out of them early on, but we are barely catching. But actually, Geordie Mac is catching for second place. So I'm hoping these guys are going to get into a fight, and then that was going to bring me back into the race. As we're going to go into the big braking zone for the final time, into the hairpin. Geordie Mac a little deep. The British driver in second is just about going to hang on there. He's going to get a good exit. Our exit's not too bad, but it's not quite enough. We're going to run to the line. The question is, will Geordie Mac get that second position as we go into the tunnel for the final time and across the line? And Geordie Mac's going to finish in third place. We're going to get fourth position, and that's a pretty solid race actually. Considering I don't race on Tokyo Expressway, I actually quite enjoyed that race. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you done any races here? How have you been getting on? If you want to join the Race Asylum Discord, click the link in the description below. Everyone's there to help you get faster in GT Sport. If you have enjoyed the video, consider commenting, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next one.